If you like what you hear in this podcast and want to help us keep the lights on, then you could support us on Ko-fi for as little as a £1 one-off donation. The links are in the episode description. Thanks for your support. This is Skip, the podcast where we tell you, in our opinion, which albums are truly unskippable and which ones belong in the skip. I'm Mike.
I'm Rob.
And this week we are listening to Plastic Hearts by Miley Cyrus. Yes, you read that right. We are actually listening to Miley Cyrus music. How far we have fallen.
I wouldn't say so.
No. And as we're going to go into, this was actually a surprising listen. So we'll get right into that. But first we have to thank
Lorna.
Lorna, there we go. This is not her first time on the show, as far as I remember.
This is her second album.
I thought it was.
Can you guess what her first album was?
Was it Arctic Monkeys?
No. It was We Are Not Your Kind by Slipknot.
Inside you there are two wolves. One of them is hitting a beer can with a baseball bat, and the other one is breaking up with Liam Hemsworth. Hell yeah, dude, let's fucking rock.
This is grand.
Talk about a fucking schizophrenic pick of albums. Thank you very much again, Lorna, for sending in a suggestion. Yeah, left field from that choice, to say the least. I've not listened to Miley Cyrus music before. I mean, outside of absorbing the kind of the cultural touch point of Miley going off the fucking rails when the Disney contract finally ran out and she did that weird fucking haircut and then she was on a wrecking ball.
And twecked.
And back on the planet.
The big tweck with Robin Thicke.
Back on the planet Twex. But this is all after that. Yeah. This is
her post-COVID album.
This is her post-COVID album. What was it, November 2020, something like that?
It certainly is.
Yeah. So a lot further on in the career, a lot further down the line. And weirdly, if she sounds different to her earlier albums, I don't know if this is in your notes, but I learned this the other day and I think it's very interesting. This is post her home being set ablaze. And whilst she was escaping said home, damaged her fucking larynx.
Is that why her vocals are deeper now?
Yes, it is.
Oh my God, I've learned something new today.
It's not just an evolution of style. It's not just a change in the way that she's decided to perform. It's a physical change in her voice from fire damage, which is unreal and kind of sad at the same time. But I think it's oddly helped her out from sounding like interesting now.
It's like the only other singer I can think of where something similar that's happened is M Shadows from Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah, weirdly.
Throwing them back in again. Ripping his vocal cords to shreds after screaming and then coming back with a fucking angelic voice.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
It's so odd.
It's also weirdly Ollie Sykes-esque. Anyway, we digress. I thought that was very interesting because this didn't feel like the same Miley that we were memeing over in the early 2010s. And I think that's for the better, obviously, because, we can be more mature as an audience. She's more mature as an artist. But did we think it's unskippable? You'll have to hang around for that.
Well, I've got a follow-on fire fact.
Fire facts here.
Fire facts from Skipped. So this album was actually reconstructed after an earlier version titled She's Miley Cyrus was abandoned following the loss of material in the 2018 California wildfires.
I suspect that might be the same incident that was the incitement to her voice change. So I think this all roughly happened in the same time period. As well as her divorce. I think it's Liam Hemsworth.
It is.
Thank you. The divorce with Liam Hemsworth, because, spoiler alert,
she can buy herself flowers.
She can buy herself flowers and write her name in the sand. Most people don't find that hard without assistance, Miley, but sure. So it's yet another divorce album. I think it's the third or fourth we've done.
But is this the first divorce album from the female perspective?
Adele.
Oh,
Lily Allen.
I don't know.
You weren't here for that.
I wasn't present for that one. I'm so thankful.
This is at least the third, potentially the fourth. I might be forgetting one. But yeah, this is an odd trend that we're just the divorce album dudes. It's like our
dad.
The dad album.
Dad!
It's oddly not a dad album, and we're not a dad show. It's all very.
We're not dads.
We're not dad. Yeah, I mean, yeah, true. Okay. Shall we have some facts and or figures?
So this is a little bit of a change for Miley Cyrus, coming from those earlier pop days as Hannah Montana. Some people knew her when she was on Disney, before going into that weird downward spiral with Wrecking Balls and Pharrell Williams and Robin Thicke and all that jazz, and the weird like salmon coloured pants that she was wearing everywhere. This is more of a glam rock, pop rock, synth rock album with a grittier sound, some analog synth and punchy bass lines. And she took influence from Blondie, Joan Jett, Stevie Nicks and Billy Idol.
And she got 2 of those on the album, so that's good. Well, I say good. We'll get there. Yeah.
Did she get 3 of them on the album?
She definitely got Billy Idol and Joan Jett. I remember that much.
And she definitely got Stevie Nicks with the last track.
Excuse me? No. Because right, okay. So the version on Spotify contains 3 live tracks, which were present on the deluxe edition pressing of the album, but were not on the standard edition of the album. So I purposely haven't listened to them. So if you want to talk about those now's the time.
Okay. She did actually get Stevie Nicks in for her Edge of Midnight remix. With that, ooh, baby, ooh, ooh. Because it sounds very similar anyway.
It's basically a riff on Edge of 17, yeah.
100%. Her cover of Heart Glass by Blondie, it's great. Cover of Zombie, can't stand it. I hate that song anyway.
Yeah, if you don't like the Cranberries, then no one's going to.
But she does a better version of it than I would say the original.
Okay.
That's just my take. Oh my God. Why did Japan get an extra track?
Again?
Yeah, Who Owns My Heart?
I don't know.
Live from the iHeart Festival.
Again, it's another live track though, so it's very clearly denoted as kind of like just like additional content.
So I didn't know about that. So I've listened to the entire thing. So it finishes at the well-titled Golden G String.
It is. That is the actual last track on the album.
Okay.
I don't know if that's going to influence your decision. I guess in the course of the next 50 minutes, you're going to have to make that choice.
Well, we'll have to wait and find out.
Excellent.
So let's get into the nitty-gritty. This was produced by Andrew Watt.
Andrew what? Who?
Yeah.
What?
And I think there were only 3 singles.
You think? Or you
I
know?
think. Fuck off. There were only 3 singles. Fuck you.
There we go. What?
Can you guess?
Shall I guess them?
Yes.
A Midnight Sky?
Yes.
I think I saw that one was one. I think Angels Like You was a single.
Yes, the 3rd single.
And obvious now, was Prisoner a single for Miley or was Prisoner a single for Dua Lipa?
Only you can make that decision.
I'm going to say it was a single for Miley.
Yes.
Okay, so
it was the 2nd single.
Oh, there you go. So, did I get them in order? No, I didn't because I said Prisoner last. Okay, so Midnight Sky, Prisoner, and Angels Like You. Was it that order or was it the other way?
Midnight Sky, Prisoner, Angels Like You.
Fuck me, I'm good at this. Who'd have thought? I've only been doing this show for nearly a year. Yeah, 3 singles. That's fine. I think those are relatively cromulent choices for the singles. Outside of one of them, we'll get onto that. I've heard Angels Like You. The only reason I knew that Angels Like You was a single is because I have heard that in awful compressed quality more times than I'd like to mention, because it is one of the favourites of the EE Helpline. And I've had to be on the phone to them quite a lot recently. And I could not tell you a single fucking lyric of the way that I'd heard it before, but I knew it was Miley. But yeah, it's not my preferred way of listening to that, and nor do I recommend it. Nor do I recommend getting in contact with the EE customer service, because they're not great. But that is very much by the by. Tangents already. Terrible.
Can't beat it. Let's have a look. So the album artwork was photographed by Mick Rock.
My name is Mick! Mick Rock!
Who's famously known for his work with Joan Jett and Debbie Harry.
That makes sense. And it does feel very, I mean, obviously it's incredibly retro evocative, especially with like, they've put like plastic mold lines as if it's still like an LP that's wrapped in its shipping plastic. And it's like on the artwork. So they've definitely thought about how this is meant to harken back to Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. It's very obviously a nostalgic feeling record for a time that Miley should not feel nostalgic for, as she was not born yet. But hey-ho.
Hey-ho. The themes that they cover are fame and identity as performance, heartbreak, emotional detachment, self-destruction and reinvention, love as both an escape and a trap, and authenticity versus plastic personas.
You are right. It is a divorce album. That is there's a single word for all of those emotions, and it is divorce.
Divorce. I don't know what that feels like.
Why do we get so many divorce albums?
Because we don't get many marriage albums.
Yeah, is it because like whenever it's a breakup album, it doesn't feel as like big, and yet somehow you do a divorce album and you can get like fucking.
I'm just waiting for a Taylor Swift album to come up.
Oh God! Don't even jinx it. Don't even jinx it.
She's currently blocked on my Spotify because she's another one of the cursed artists that are fucking everywhere.
You had to put it in the Phantom Zone with the home team.
With the home team and Coldplay.
Why fucking Coldplay?
I can't stand Coldplay.
Me neither. What the fuck?
No, Viva La Vida just fucked me over too much.
The beauty of this show is that I don't have time really for the algorithm.
Get into it.
Well, not even that. I don't have time for the algorithm to suggest me a band over and over again.
There is a feature now where you can press the little dots and say, do not feature this artist in my recommended.
Yeah. Excellent.
Take it out of my taste profile.
Okay, cool.
So then it doesn't recommend it.
But I don't, because of the show, I'm listening to albums like back to front a lot. And I don't listen to like, I'll put that song on and let it autoplay. I just don't find myself having time to do that, which is good because otherwise I'd have listened to a lot more of the fucking home team and Taylor Swift, apparently.
Yeah. So let's get into the professional ratings. So
Yes.
It's got a 7 out of 10 on any decent music. Metacritic 75. All Music 4 out of 10, Exclaim 7 out of 10, Guardian 3, Independent 4, The Enemy 4, Pitchfork 6.4 out of 10, Rolling Stone 4.
So like praise, but not universal.
Yes. Very middle of the road.
Yeah, as similarly as middle of the road as the Joe and Armour Trading Reviews, as limited as they were from last week, but with a slightly more positive edge. I wonder whether that is because one of the circumstances of the creation of the album, which I think is more, as we found out, artistically driving than most other situations, and also because of that change in the vocal style. And I think in that kind of like tragic twist of losing your house and your relationship, being able to twist that into kind of more retro punkish kind of aesthetic, it does work. It is a device to kind of discuss all of the my life is in fucking shambles moments, which the thing I learned about Miley Cyrus from this whole exercise is that she's not exactly somebody who is consistent. And I don't mean quality wise. I mean that from the point at which she re-entered the social zeitgeist with Bangers, which I fucking hate as an album name, and I think the music is atrocious. She followed that up with an entirely psychedelic rock album where she brought in the Flaming Lips as a backing band. Make it make sense. Then this, and then the one after this is like a sugar-coated pop album. It's like very incredibly radio-friendly pop. And I'm not saying this isn't radio-friendly stuff. I'm saying that the one after it very much is, because it's the I Can Buy Myself Flowers one. It just feels like she just wakes up and just makes the thing she wants to make.
I mean, I love that.
I respect it, and I respect seeing it through, because Bangers was like trap hop fucking thinly veered attempt at kind of like caught in the urban music kind of vibes, and then just go, now I'm going to go and do fucking Creedence Clearwater Revival with the Flaming Lips for no reason.
The climb. I go back to early Miley.
That's like proper. Like, isn't that like the one where she's like not post Disney, but like this is actually Miley Cyrus as opposed to Hannah Montana.
It's always gonna be enough a mountain.
And then the person who won X Factor that year sung it, and somehow made it worse. That was good. Genuinely, the stuff that she's done after escaping the Disney grip should be studied under a fucking microscope.
Yeah, 100%.
It is interesting to see how eclectic, but like fully committing to an idea she is.
She made herself purposely non-family friendly to get out of the vice grips of Disney to the point where they were like, get the fuck away from us, to then reinvent herself again in her own way so she could make the music she fucking wanted to make.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Like the way that she's done it.
Did you see on, I don't remember what episode it is, so don't quote me on this, but I think she was in an episode of season 5 of Black Mirror.
Yes, the one where she's like a doll.
That's the one. And she did a 9 Inch Nails cover. And that was the moment where I was like, maybe there's something in this. So I was quite pleased when this came up to really put that theory to the test. So speaking of, what are your general thoughts on the album?
I actually really enjoyed it.
I surprisingly enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it a lot. Like, it's a refreshing thing to hear. Like, even though there are some incredible female-fronted bands out in this day and age, it's just refreshing to hear somebody that you don't stereotypically think of making rock music make just an easy-to-listen-to rock album with pop twinges in.
Yeah.
It doesn't take itself too seriously to the point where it's like, I need to be the front of this band. Like, no, it's just, I wanted to make this song. I wanted to get Billy Idol on a track. I wanted to get Dua Lipa on a track. Like, how many fucking albums are there? Got Billy Idol and Dua Lipa as guest artists on the same fucking album.
It's an eclectic mix, I'll give you that. I enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to, which is very surprising, and I actually did not have a bad time. I have criticisms, but we'll get to them in time. But the general tone of the whole thing is one that kind of goes back and forth on the emotional scale of post-divorce Miley Cyrus, of the, fuck you, you think you know better than me, I'm fucking great, and everybody should get drunk and get high when I car kick because I want to leave good vibes behind, too. Shit is bad and I'm a terrible person, and opening my eyes to how much of a terrible person I am means that I'm toxic, even though I thought you were the toxic one, I'm the toxic one. So that it's very much that up and down. Basically, the kind of album I imagine that somebody as talented as Miley Cyrus could write on a one-night fucking bender. Yeah. And then just go, right, I'm going to rearrange those tracks, and there we go, that's an album. So it's raw. It works surprisingly well. It leans more pop than rock in some places. And there is a lot, and I mean a fucking lot of nostalgia bait on this album.
Oh, 100%.
And to varying degrees of success as well, which we'll all get into later on. But I didn't have a bad time.
And it's the second album in a row with a shorter run time.
I didn't clock the run time of this one either.
38 minutes, 15 seconds.
So longer than John Armour Trading, but shorter than basically most of the things we reviewed.
100%.
I think it felt fairly brisk. I don't
it was
think
well paced.
Yeah, it was well paced. It was well paced. Okay, that's good. Generally speaking, we had a nice time, which is always nice. So, top tracks. What do you feel on that front?
I do love the opener. The What the Fuck Do I Know?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I have the notes for that one written down that it's as cookie cutter, basic ass radio rock as it could be in terms of how it's arranged, but I don't hate it. And I think that has a lot to do with this is that kind of first outing for Miley's new raspy, lower voice.
I just like the fact that the first thing that she's released with this raspier voice in the rock tone is just a song saying, what the fuck do I know?
Yeah.
Essentially going, you've told me that I wouldn't be able to do this. Fuck you.
Yeah. Oh, you think I'm so fucking stupid? Oh, what do I know? It's a wonderful, rebellious kind of like tinge to it. I think it really isn't the heights of what she's capable of, but it is a strong opener. I think this is the one where it's got that do 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 like melody, and I think it's like on like a xylophone or a glockenspiel or something like that.
Do 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 do.
Yeah, in the kind of like the pre-chorus bits. And that was nice. That was like, it kind of felt like very in the way that it was done, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I really like that as well.
It's very, not childish, but it feels retaliatory in a very kind of infantile way. But it also feels like somebody who's burning bridges.
Follow on by Midnight Sky.
Did I even have any notes on Midnight Sky? Yes. My notes start with pretty good, I think, ? I think the lyrics are decent enough on this one. I think it's not a comment that I can levy across this whole album, but the lyrics in this are a lot better. It kind of feels like a more competent, introspective version of I Kissed a Girl.
Let's see that.
I think there's an LGBT storyline going on in there anyway.
Oh, more than likely.
Maybe I'm reading into it. I don't fucking know. I think it succeeds enough for a free pass. If it's not my favourite on the record, it still gets a free pass of like, yeah, you know what, there's enough things going on here that I do like it. I wasn't enthused by the composition. I will say that. It at points did feel a little bit like if you'd got a royalty-free version of like the Miami Vice soundtrack, because like this is one of the ones that's the most guilty of nostalgia baiting. It's not the worst. We'll get onto that, but like it feels very. Remember how the 80s sounded, even though this is very much a rose-tinted version of what the 80s sounded like, because the 80s was fucking rough. But it's not a bad song, so free pass, yay!
Singing a song, sound like you singing.
Oh God, it does sound like it does. Yeah,
Which
it does
is
sound
why
like that.
they redid that
As the
with Edge of 17
you
in
did
there.
tell me at the top of the episode, I'd already forgotten because
It's
it's
all
not
good.
one of the tracks I listened
It's
to.
not what you've listened to. This isn't one of my favourites, but I just needed to put this note in there. So high, I've got, it's like a stadium filler Christian ballad, which is talking about getting high.
Yeah, I mean it's very Ron Seal, isn't it?
Oh god, yeah. It's literally what it says on the tin. It reflects on past excess with a sense of distance, but it feels like one of those huge Christian tunes that they throw out at the God festivals. I just wanted to put that in there.
It's like a country. It's like the most country one on the record, which knowing who her dad is. I tell you what would have been cool. What I find cool about it, this would have been like a real nothing burger of a song if she wasn't really putting that Dolly Parton twang into her voice. She can do country.
Well, isn't Dolly Parton her relative?
Is she related to Dolly Parton?
I think it's a godmom.
I had no fucking idea. I mean, that makes a lot more sense now.
It's a godmother, I think.
I mean, I fucking love Dolly, so you know what? It can't be that bad. But she shows off how much of a talented vocalist she is here, even if, like you say, the song isn't great, but she's good. You know what I mean?
Did you ever watch the Hannah Montana TV show?
You will be unsurprised to hear that I did not.
I did a bit.
Did you actually?
I actually did. It used to be on when I got back from school.
Were you a Nickelodeon kid? I was a Cartoon Network kid.
I was Cartoon Network, Fox Kids, and Nickelodeon kid.
Somebody over here paid for the big package for TV.
Don't talk about my big package on the internet.
Later, darling.
That's when we get off air. But yeah, Dolly Parton is actually her godmother, and she used to be on a TV show.
Dolly Parton used to be on Hannah Montana.
Yes.
Okay.
Along with Billy Ray Cyrus.
I mean, I expect that, but okay, fair enough. Like I say, nothing but love for Dolly. If you can be Dolly Parton inhabiting the biggest version of yourself at all times, and Metallica turn around and go, the greatest privilege of our life was getting to play support for Dolly Parton at fucking Glastonbury. Fuck, dude. You know you've made it.
It's incredible.
Dolly's cool, man.
And I will follow on then and say, Never Be Me. It's one of the most introspective tracks on the album. It's acknowledges inability to meet emotional expectations. It's like a grown-up Hannah Montana song.
Yeah.
It's like her own Achy Breaky Heart.
You think?
That's what I take from that. That's her to the ground love ballad of her version of Achy Breaky Heart without being corny.
I'm glad that you had something to say about this song, because literally I have 2 words written for this, and it's nothing burger. I got nothing from this track. Maybe it's because it's kind of sandwiched between Golden G-String and Bad Karma, which I have thoughts on both. And yeah, I just had nothing for this one. I'm glad that you're able to talk about it though, because for me,
that one feels like her putting her heart out and going, look, shit's happened. I don't want to be like that again. Let's see if there's any more that I want to give a positive to. First listen of Night Crawling, I fucking hated
it. yeah, because it's just, would you like to pastiche Billy Idol's entire career? Yes, I would.
But after a few more listens, it's grown. It's all right to listen to.
Yeah.
Not the best on the album.
No.
But I just wanted to put, I fucking hated it on the first listen.
Yeah.
It was so bad. But after a couple of listens, it's actually all right. And Billy Idol as a backup vocalist doing the higher pitched harmonies as well.
Yeah.
Because she can't anymore.
Yeah.
It's just something to behold.
It's one of those, I'm not sure that anybody has super duper nostalgia for Billy Idol. I do, because
I had a white wedding.
I had a white wedding. My parents had a white wedding as well, and it fits because my dad's a fucking day walker. He the ginge. So,
same.
I know. It would make more sense if you were his son, thinking of genetically speaking.
Mike, I've got something to tell you.
Oh, no. No, but wait, who's married to my wife? That's still me. That's not how that works. I'm having a fucking moment over here. I have big nostalgia for Billy Idol music because my mum and dad's, one of their songs is White Wedding by Billy Idol. So I fucking like him, and I like Rebel Yell, and I like Dancing with Myself, and I know that was from the band he was in before he was a solo artist that I can't remember the name of right now, but I have nostalgia for it. I'm not sure how well it aged, because this is just Rebel Yell but slowed down, White Wedding but sped up.
Yeah.
It really is just like...
Was he a master of one song?
I see, he super was. He did this one album that's like...
Was it called White Wedding Yell? White Rebel Wedding Yell.
The Rebel Yell was the title of one of his albums, which is pretty good. He did this one that was like a concept album, and it's fucking atrocious, and I'd love for someone to suggest it. It's like this, like, he tried to do his version of like cyberpunk, and it's bad.
Is it bad as some of Gary Newman's newer work?
I don't mind Gary Newman, to be honest with you. I think that Gary Newman's aged better than Billy Idol.
Oh, yeah.
Personally. Because Gary Newman now looks like the fucking mega goth, and I think it really works for him. Anyway, it's good, but only because I'm able to view it through the lens of I have nostalgia for Billy Idol. This is just Billy Idol's greatest hits. As somebody who enjoys Billy Idol, there is more than this than I should have liked. I don't know how this is going to play for anybody that isn't me and you, basically.
That's the last of the notes I have positively.
Okay. I already talked about Angels Like You having that barrier to entry for me, which is the EE helpline. But lyrically speaking, I think Angels Like You is pretty top tier. Because, like, Miley is a mess at this point in terms of both the narrative of the album and also the shit that was going on in her life. Miley is kind of like often like a mess, and that leads to the good art, which I always appreciate. But she's self-describing as this caustic fucking person in this song, and she's going, even though, what the fuck do I know? You're a twat and I can make it on my own. I don't miss you. But now I've had a minute to think about it. Actually, like, you were trying and I was a fucking awful person and you don't deserve me. And that kind of like flip, and that's like a track or two apart, those two sentiments. It kind of shows somebody who is trying to examine the relationship from all angles, trying to make sense of the entire scenario that's going on. That being said, I do think the final chorus with that kind of like when it comes in with like that very like late 2010s boom clap fucking boom, boom, boom with the fucking, the stripped back drums. DJ. It's fucking bad. Like, if that element holds that back from being the best song on the record, and also, you know, the trauma I had trying to get my Wi-Fi to work properly. But that kind of like third act swell in the song just does not work for me. It's too pop formulaic, which is a real shame. But like, that is still 2/3 of a really fucking good song.
Oh, 100%.
Give Me What I Want, weirdly, is my favourite off the album. I like that it's kind of like that grungy 80s coded like that's the one. That feels more successfully cyberpunk than that terrible Billy Idol album. It would be more cyberpunk if it was slightly more aggressive, but it feels very sultry.
The only problem I have with that song is when you sing the rhythm of it, it kind of reminds me of California Girls.
Go on. That reminds you of California Girls?
As in the rap song, not Katy Perry.
Right, okay, sorry.
I can see where your brain was going then.
I was like, please make this make sense. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, okay. Now I get it. Now I get it. That seems fair.
Fucking hell.
I can't get that out of my head now. Just to the tune of just like, we're unforgettable, Daisy Dukes, bikinis on top. It doesn't work for me. I was like, what the fuck are we talking about here? This song, it's good. There's a smart blend of like, because there are live drums on the album, but this one is very clearly a drum machine and synthy. And you know what? For the retro vibe, it works well. And for what is very clearly just a sex tune for banging to, it does everything it needs to do. So, favourite on the record.
Give me what I want, or I'll give it to myself.
Yeah, get in or I'm strumming off. Sorry.
Wow, that took a turn.
It did take a turn.
I was just talking about getting enough a glass of water. If you want to strum yourself to sleep.
I was about to say, you're such an innocent man, and then you made it worse.
My name's Mike, and this is Mike and the Strummers.
They call me Joe Strummer. They don't. Weirdly, I do have positive thoughts about Golden G-String. I think even though the lyrics are clunky, and to be honest with you, quite trite and very kind of like within a genre. I did find it to be at least a little bit refreshingly honest about her career and about where she sits in terms of media attention and her originality and escape from kind of like creative control and stuff like that. It being a twist on like stadium country is interesting to me.
I've put it's like a traveller's ballad. You know those blokes that used to travel the world with a guitar and like play a little song to the people. That's what it reminds me of.
It's not quite a Johnny Cash I've Been Everywhere, but it finds that inflection.
Yeah, it's like the Christmas Traveller.
The Christmas Traveller.
If you know that song.
I don't.
It's like the travelling man. Like he tells a story to all the kids around about his incredible times. And it's kind of that sort of going from Louisiana to Mississippi and telling the story about the man with the shoes. Stuff like that.
Sneakers O'Toole, I know him.
Yeah.
Why is that coming back as a meme?
Wow, I don't know.
Have you
it was literally in like, what, a 7-second clip of Family Guy. And then never mentioned again. And everyone's like, whatever happened to Sneakers O'Toole?
It's like, don't make this the new steamed hams. That was art. This is not.
But whatever happened to Sneakers O'Toole?
Well, he didn't take his sneakers off, that I can tell you. What the fuck is this show?
Golden G-string.
Real reflection, real growth. Miley as a person as an artist really grows by the end of the record. This song really nails it on, and it's a very positive outlook from me.
It's very simplistic, it's very stripped back, and it shows off her incredible vocals. Like, fair play. Like, I didn't know about the whole burning a voice husky sort of thing that happened, but her vocal range is still fucking insane.
Yeah,
people would pay for that vocal range.
People try to hit it, and a lot of people don't. And the fact that she's able to do that with that kind of obviously permanent damage is very impressive. And I think she was able to lean into that throughout the whole record. And it's not just a mindset, it's an evolution as an artist and a physical change. A lot of artists can't own it when they change, their voices change. They try and be the thing that they were. And I will say that, I didn't think I'd be saying this about Miley Cyrus of all people. It's a very forward-looking artist, and that is evident on that record.
I'm going to go straight into the bad now.
Let's do it.
And I'm going to say, this song, the one I've got as the note is just no, Dog of Wisdom.
Dog of Wisdom? Ba, ha, ba, ba, ka. That one.
Bad Karma. Ha, ba, ba.
Oh my God. Ba, ba. It is the Dog of Wisdom.
Ba, 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 ba. I am sorry for the pops on the microphone.
Oh my God, it is the Dog of Wisdom. Ha, ba, ba.
Ha, ba. Ha, ba, ba. Ha, ba, ba, ba. Ba.
I gotta tell you, I fucking love that meme.
I love that meme. Fucking hate this song.
What a fucking waste of Joan Jett this is.
But saying that, I don't like Joan Jett. I don't think she's a very good vocalist. Like, none of the songs I've ever heard from Joan Jett, I've gone, oh yeah, she's good. It was like, she was quintessential. I am a rock chick. I have black hair. That means I'm going to make suboptimal rock.
Yeah.
I love sausage rolls. Like, no.
I think Joan Jett is the image. Susie Quattro was the voice.
100%.
Like, I mean, shit, I want to listen to some Susie Quattro now. She's really good. But like, yeah, I get it. This was not, it wasn't a good use of her when like her music isn't complicated. And they stripped this back. And like you say, they relied on the Dog of Wisdom too much. What did I write down for this? Because it was like,
my other
it wasn't
notes
positive.
I like the build-ups, but the overall song is just meh.
It is, and it's the like repeated ad infinitum. It doesn't really feel like the song's getting to anything. No. It's a vibe, but with no substance. I just did not understand why we needed a feature on this.
The instrumental, great.
When it's there.
Do 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 do.
But I feel like the vocal effects, not that bit, but like there's kind of like a very quiet chorus on the vocals from Miley here, and that adds to this kind of like retro kind of warm feeling tone. And yeah, sure, it's all fucking style, no substance. It just doesn't have any reason to want to listen to it. There's no catchy lyrics in that whole fucking song.
No.
There's the only thing you will remember is the Dog of Wisdom. If someone hasn't done that, please make that edit. I like the one that it's Feel Good
Get
Ink.
me the wisdom.
Have you seen the Feel Good Ink Dog of Wisdom? Oh, I love.
I showed my friend that my friend Ed has a wonderful sausage dog called Frank.
I've met Frank,
who looks a spitting image of the Dog of Wisdom.
He does,
and he was like, "What the actual fuck have you just shown me?"
He also said, "Who are you and how did you get in my house?
And why have you got my underwear on your head?"
You've really nailed on all the negative feelings I had about that song. So thank you for.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
Thank you for
that
clarifying why it is I hated it. But yeah, 10% of this audio is just us going
hate me. Like,
yeah,
it's a darker song for the album. I get it, but it sounds more like Sia. Like she's gonna swing from a chandelier rather than the rest of the album. It's like I could have swore listening to this song there were two vocalists. Like it sounded like Sia, and I just didn't like it. I hope all my friends get drunk and high. It's like cool,
yeah, cool,
edgy,
yeah,
devil horns,
yeah. Everybody light up at my gravestone.
Yeah,
okay, well.
It's like when Lemmy dies. Like he was a true rock legend. He wanted his ashes to be put into fucking Jack Daniels and drunk by everyone in the room. Yeah. That's fucking metal.
That's hardcore,
not just when I die. Get a pack of Benson Edges and a pack of John Smiths. Oh, just go to town.
Can imagine Miley Cyrus drinking John Smiths is that's a fucking
no, she
image.
wouldn't be because she's dead.
Oh yeah, good point.
She's giving everyone a Lost Mary vape and a pack of John Smiths as a parting gift. When Miley Cyrus dies, everybody's going to be entitled to that gift package.
You can contact your local authority for your pack of John Smiths.
John Smiths.
What a fucking tangent. Yeah,
drink.
What a drink. I mean, I don't like it, but still. Again, this feels like a real devoid of anything it really wants to say song.
I understand the message behind it, and I know she's been big in the weed scene for a while. Like, ever since Wrecking Ball days, she's been big in the weed scene. Like, I remember a company I used to work for, I'm not going to mention, that had a dealing with a company in Amsterdam, and they had pictures of her up in their cafe because she was always in there. Like, it is what it is. She likes getting high. She lives in a country where she can. Sorted. Not everybody wants to get drunk and high.
No, and I think she was trying to do something that feels more like you will have no excuse to hate me when I'm dead, and the people who were the real ones will be lighting up a joint and having a drink. It's like, yeah, that's the concept of friendship, Miley. Like,
and then to follow on, probably the track. Like, I didn't hate it as much as the Dog of Wisdom, but Prisoner is just dog dick.
It's just, I mean, it's. There's a popular fucking reel going around where it's just, here's every song that Dua Lipa ripped off from another artist.
Yeah, and it's like there's a full album.
Yeah. And this one is clearly just I Was Made for Loving You by Kiss. Like, it just is. There's a reason I mentioned Kiss earlier. It was either in the last episode or this episode. It was to feed into this one, because it's just I Was Made for Loving You, just interpolated down, and it's not fucking good. I've always hated it. I hate it now. I don't understand the Dua Lipa hype. I think she's a fine person. When she's on Graham Norton, she's very funny. But like, I do like her vocals are uninspired and just cookie cutter and stacked. And when you've got her stacked against Miley in this song, who sounds a lot different now, it is like fucking chalk and cheese. They don't go together. And the only reason they do go together is because they've made a quasi-disco version of a song you might have already heard. So they're just able to just shove these softer elements into it, and it takes all the edge out of the music. Do I have anything else positive I can say about this? Let me double check. No. Less Miley rasp throughout the whole song kind of ruins it. I don't want boring Dua Lipa. And it just feels like a millstone around this album's neck. It's like we had this deal done before we recorded this album that we were going to have a feature with Dua Lipa. And then it felt like the concept of the album changed somewhere. I imagine maybe around the fires when the fucking thing burned down. But like, then it's the go and get Billy Idol, go and get Joan Jett, go and get Stevie Nicks.
Maybe this song was agreed in 2018 for that original album.
I have the feeling it might have been.
Yeah. It doesn't match the rest of the album.
Or perhaps was intended to be on a Dua Lipa album because it feels like it would be.
It feels more like a Dua Lipa song than it does a Miley Cyrus song.
Yeah. And it's just so not original.
It's just boring.
It's not even like nostalgia baity, like, oh, remember this? It's just a fucking rip-off.
And the tones are quite dulcet as well. It's like there's nothing fun or edgy to like bring you in. It's like some of the other songs, like Midnight Sky.
Yeah.
At least it's got high tones in there that you can get in as well. It's like
and the lyrics,
it's a bit fun.
Yeah, and the lyrics suck. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Locked up, can't get you off my mind.
Off my mind.
Okay.
1,000 times. 1,000 times. Why can't you just let me hopper?
Habaka, locked up, can't get you habaka.
And I think on that note, we will let the Dog of Wisdom give their verdict on this album.
I gotta be real with you, this was a lot closer than I wanted it to be. Habaka. Oh, the Dog of Wisdom is imparting its wisdom.
Skip.
I thought you were going to go fully with that, and I was going to do the whole, if the ball doesn't fit in your mouth, it's not yours. Yeah, no, it's a skip. It is a skip, but I am shocked how close it came to being unskippable.
It was a very enjoyable album. It's probably the album that's impressed me the most so far.
Yeah, of the block that we've currently got, I came away from this with a lot more positive thoughts than negative. Not to say I had no negative. I mean, look at the runtime. But like, I got a lot more from this and a greater sense of Miley as an artist than I thought I was going to. I have a lot of time for her vocal style. I would love in the same way I might have said it on the podcast before about Post Malone when he did the Nirvana covers, where it was a very kind of like glass shattering moment of, oh fuck, like this guy's actually a very good singer and he just happens to make music I hate. And Miley Cyrus is basically in that camp of, I wish you would be in a super group so that I could hear musicians and different instrumentations and like a greater project that you would be the absolute focal point of. And whilst you skirt up to that in this record, it is unfortunately littered with songs that I would not choose to listen to again. Realistically, there is a 3-track run in this album of Give Me What I Want down to Midnight Sky where I'm like, this might be the best music that she's ever made, but it is sandwiched between just Prisoner and like High and Hate Me and Bad Karma. And we didn't even talk about the actual title track of Plastic Hearts, which if that had been a single, I think would have done really well.
Yeah.
And we've gone in favor of elements that just do not work. And it's a real shame because I think there was big potential here and it's just been slightly missed on that opportunity.
Yeah, it's a shame because, as we've both said, like this album has been fun to listen to. There's always going to be that one or two songs that I think on more modern albums where you're like, ugh. And it just makes it hard to make that truly unskippable album because artists try whatever they can to make songs that work and the record labels will always push them to throw something a bit shite in there.
This is it. She's not on the Disney train anymore, but it's still tied to a record that will have made that, especially the Dua Lipa deal of all of them, that just feels like it does not fit this project whatsoever.
100%. It's like, I'm going to bring them back one last time. Avenged Sevenfold are now fully independent artists.
They are. They own all their shit.
It will be interesting with their next release to see how different it is from what they've been making over the last few years. Yeah,
it's kind of exciting to think about, and more kind of artists having full creative control of what they're doing is always the better thing. Although even if you take Bill Murray as an example, which we mention all the time because it is our favourite band at the minute, but his best work came out the second he got fucking signed to Columbia, which is really funny to me, but hey ho. But the spirit's there. Like, smaller artists are capable of really great stuff. And, you know, it's not a fair comparison with Miley Cyrus of all people, but I would love to hear what she could make if somebody said, right, there are no requirements here. Just make a thing that you feel fulfills that kind of creative itch. And it would be completely unfettered of messes like Prisoner And I think that would be very cool to hear. So, Lorna, very sorry. You didn't win with your first attempt, and you didn't win with your second attempt. Really, really sorry about that. But I think, weirdly, this came a lot closer than the Slipknot album, certainly in your estimations, I think.
Oh, yeah, 100%. That Slipknot album I did not enjoy.
I enjoyed the Slipknot album, but I recognise that wasn't your experience with it. Yeah, so thank you very much for sending that in. It does not make the wall, but if you, at home, have an unskippable album, I don't think we plugged last week, thinking about it.
No, we didn't. We just finished. Never mind.
Oh, well, we know where to find us. You can find us on linktr.ee/skipdpod. For all the links to find us on any of your streaming platforms of choice, as well as find our Instagram, Blue Sky, and other social media nonsense that we do, it's all under skipdpod. That is where to find us. And if you've got an unskippable album, there is a form that you can use on the link tree to send it in, or you can go skippod@gmail.com. Once again, that is skipdpod@gmail.com. Send them in, they go on the wheel, and maybe they also go on the wall, but you've got to send us something truly spectacular. Next week, well, there's two potential ones because we haven't got around to deciding which one we're doing yet. It could either be a concept album from way back in the day, or it's more female power hour. So fucking roll the dice, I guess, and we'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.